most places to hide in here.
Ian!
Okay.
Move up!
Go on, boy, get her!
I'll put you down!
Review code provided by PlayStation. Hey guys, welcome back to another video review on the channel. So today we are going to be reviewing The Last of Us Part 2 Remastered for the PlayStation 5. If you are an original owner of the PS4 version of the game, you'll be able to upgrade to the PS5 version of this remaster for $10. To me, I think it's worth it just for the free guitar play and the no return mode along with the skins. The lost levels, I'll get into that in the latter part of the actual review. So let's dig into this. Pretty much if you're brand new to The Last of Us, at least for part 2, just know that Last of Us Part 2 take place 5 years after the original game, and Joel is pretty much transporting Ellie to the Fireflies hospital, where she was going to undergo surgery for them to find a cure for the cordyceps virus. And pretty much that didn't go as according to plan, because it was going to actually kill Ellie. And so Joel stepped in and tried to stop that from happening. So just giving you just a quick kind of overview of the story, and then everything just takes place from there. Now, I would definitely say that this game ages like fine wine. This is one of the greatest stories ever told when it comes to a video game. One of the best looking PlayStation games to date. So let's start off here with what's new, right? Because typically the graphics looks the same. There is just a slight increase in terms of the fidelity when it comes to the textures of the characters and things of that nature. Like on their clothing, to me, looks a little bit better. There's just a sharp up-res when it comes to the characters and their faces and things of that nature. But other than that, to me, it looks almost identically the same in certain areas. Also, when you go into certain missions, like where you have to put on your mask because of the spores and stuff, yeah, you can kind of see a little bit of differences there, but not that much. But yeah, other than that, it just look a little bit sharper. Just clothing look a little bit more crisp. Things just look a little tad bit more realistic. But other than that, that is just really about it. Now, they did added the DualSense features to this version of the game. I know that that wasn't the case with the PS4 version, because the PS4 version was a PS4, but you do get the adaptive triggers and all the features of the DualSense, right? So the adaptive triggers, and you do get the haptic feedback here. So if you go into options, you will see DualSense right there highlighted, and then you can see adaptive triggers. You do have the bow resistance as well. So when you're pulling back on the actual bow, you can definitely feel it in the adaptive triggers as well. And then obviously you have your menus and things of that nature. You can go down there, and you also have the speech to vibrations, something that they actually implemented in Last of Us Remake and things of that nature, which I think is really, really cool. And then you can change up the intensity of the speech to vibration. So it's really cool that they actually implemented the DualSense, the adaptive trigger, and the haptics to the game. Also, you have the Pulse 3D headset audio. Sounds really, really good. You know, you can hear the clickers, you can hear gunshots firing. The voice acting was already top notch from the actual main game, and that is really, really, really good. Now, in terms of the resolution and things of that nature, let's go into that, right? So pretty much from what I understand here, you do get a performance mode, which is pretty much 1440p up res to 4K. right? And then you do get a 4K regular mode there, which obviously it's not targeting 60 FPS, it's targeting 30 FPS. So you do get fidelity mode at 30 FPS, and you do get performance mode at 1440p up-res to 4K at 60 FPS. Now, if you do have a TV that can take advantage of VRR, then you can toggle over to fidelity mode, and then your TV will try to carry the load for VRR. So just wanted to kind of highlight those things for people who are wondering, did they add, the DualSense, the Pulse, 3D audio, did they add the speech to text, all that type of stuff. Now let's kind of dig into just a little bit much more stuff here in terms of the review. Now I will definitely say this for sure. Now the no return mode, that is something that is brand new to this game, and if you do like let's say Gears of War horde mode, that's pretty much what it is. It's pretty much hordes of different enemies, different type of enemies from the main game, like the wolves, the WLF, you have the scars, and then you have the infected, and you're pretty much doing rounds and rounds and rounds of that. I do have some gameplay on here, but it's going to be really extremely loud, but I'll try my best to show off, examples and things of that nature here. You do have different challenges, so you can come here, you see different bosses that you can encounter. I think up to 6, and then you have Ellie challenges. You do have Abby, Dina, Core. Do you have gambits there, which you can actually unlock different tiers, mods. You have the different locations, Jackson, Seattle. Then you also have Lev, which is part of the actual story, one of the new characters to the game that you're going to be encountering. You have Jesse, Yara, which is related to Lev, which is her brother. And then Tommy, Mel, Joel, and Manny. Those are all key characters of the game that you can play as, and you can pretty much unlock like suits, trophies, tons of stuff here. Now also you have a leaderboard here, if you do have high scores, custom high scores and things of that nature, that is right there. And also you have daily run leaderboard, and you have your tutorials there. So yeah, I do love no return mode.
Behind that car!
Just to kind of give you guys a little bit of reference of gameplay, and honestly, like, it's fun. It's one of the highlight reels that I would say to the actual experience here, just to kind of give you a lot of replay value. Yes, we don't have factions. This is not factions or anything like that, but hey, this is just something to kind of get us going into the actual experience even further and just keep you coming back. You can unlock different weapons, you can modify, you do have your workbench, you have different costumes like the astronaut costume that I'm running around with Ellie here, and it does get challenging from time to time. Like, they'll add the intensity of the fog, like the fog will just get really intense to where you can't really see anything. And pretty much you just keep on trying to survive. Now, if you die, then there's no return, basically, right? So that hence the name of the actual mode, no return. So there you guys go on that one. I hope y'all really do enjoy your time with no return mode. I think this is one of the key highlight reels, or one of the reasons to actually buy the remaster or upgrade to the remaster, because of this no return mode. I think it's a lot of fun, and if you are a veteran fan of The Last of Us, I think that this will be really, really cool. So there is that. So just wanted to highlight that for you guys as well. Let's go back to the actual main menu here, and let's highlight something else that was added, which is the guitar mode, the free guitar play mode. I think that was really, really cool because, one of the key parts of Last of Us for me was the music. I really, really love the music in Last of Us and everything. And so seeing that they added that particular feature here or mode where you can actually play any guitar that you want, up to 6 different guitars. So let's go ahead and let's actually pull that up here for you guys. So you go into options, not options, I'm sorry, go into extras, and then you go into guitar free play. So once you go into guitar free play from extras, and this is the same place where you're going to be able to access your lost levels, which we're going to get to that. Okay, so you have different chords to actually choose from while you're actually playing. You can actually show the main menu. So as you guys can see here, let me put myself over here so I don't block anything. You will see that you have 6 different type of guitars that you can actually choose from, and it's really, really cool. You do have your FX pedals here, and you have 3 different characters. So you have Ellie, you have Joel that you can choose from, and you also have Gustavo. He's the actual main composer of the game. So there is that. So that's really, really cool. And you can actually change the location, like the scenery and things of that nature. So if you want to go to like Jackson, or you want to go to the theater, you can actually change that. And you know, there is that right there. And also you have the depth of field that you can actually change up and things of that nature, the intensity, filters, so on and so forth. I think that's really, really cool. So yeah, love the guitar mode in this game. I think it's really, really cool. Definitely adds a lot of value if you're into music. And you can also unlock trophies, different outfits, things of that nature, things just to add to the actual core experience. So yeah, kudos on that one. Definitely really, really love the fact that they added the guitar mode in here. So yeah, definitely do love the guitar mode, the no return mode, where you could choose up to 8 different characters there. Also, I want to highlight another couple things here in terms of the coreness of the game. Now, I will definitely say this, man. This is definitely the definitive way to enjoy and play The Last of Us Part 2. If you are brand new to the game, you never played the game before, well, welcome aboard. I will definitely say the sound, the graphics, the replay value, everything is here, right? The environment, everything just looks a little bit sharper, a little bit more crisp. Nothing that is going to blow you away from the original base game. I mean, you could play the original base game and it's fine. You do have faster load times, okay? Faster load times because of the PlayStation 5. So you do get the benefits of playing it on the PS5 natively, right? You get the sharper resolution, right? You do get the faster load times, right? You do get the Pulse 3D audio. You do get the adaptive triggers and the haptics from the actual DualSense. So all the features and capabilities that the PS5 has to offer, it is here, along with no return mode, along with the free guitar play mode, along with filters, gameplay modifiers, tons of stuff that's already there. It's really, really cool. Skins, new suits and things of that nature. So there's that. Okay, guys, so if you made it here, then you're the real MVP. This is the ending of the review. So we're talking about the lost levels now. These were just basically 3 levels that were pulled from the actual main game, and they were in basically pre-alpha unfinished state. So they were missing a lot of audio cues, voice acting, all that type of stuff. Animations is kind of wonky, pretty much raw, unfinished pre-production levels. And it's kind of disappointing because I was hoping that the lost levels would be incorporated into the actual main levels of the finished game, you know, in terms of the campaign. But yeah, it is what it is. If you really want that raw sense of how Naughty Dog develops these levels, then this is what you need to be diving into. So Jackson Party, pretty much around the time when, you know, Ellie's in Jackson with Dina, and they were dancing and talking with Jesse and things of that nature. And also Joel got in a fight, or almost got in a fight, trying to protect Ellie and things of that nature from this other guy. I forgot his name right now, but nevertheless, that's all it is. So pretty much a outside version of that. You're outside of the building, and they're just talking about, narrating and talking about different things that they could have added, you know, different mechanics they could have added, things of that nature. Seattle Sewer, pretty much a longer version of the sewer. They have you going through that, and then also the hunt is pretty much you're hunting a boar, and they're basically narrating different things that they could have added, or why they actually stripped the hunt altogether from it. And I think that was stripped later down into the full version, almost to the full version of the game. Like when the game was almost wrapped up with production, they pulled that from there. So that's pretty much it. And just to kind of give you guys a general overview of that, let me put myself over here really quickly so that you guys can see exactly what I'm exactly what I'm talking about, just so y'all can have something to go off of. But yeah, I would really kind of hope that they would have just made these levels just full levels to there it is.
Let alone the desired route they need to take. We added a tiny space just to reward the player's exploration with a pickup item, and we made sure it was something that made sense that you'd find in this area. A canister and all the garbage that had been washed into the sewers from the surface. We love the idea of making Ellie prone through a tiny dirty pipe in order to get out.
Yeah, so it's kind of boring. I would definitely say that. It's definitely boring. But hey, it is what it is. They throw it in there just to give you, the player, a sense of what pre-alpha state levels look like and things of that nature. So overall, what do I think? 10 out of 10. The game was already a masterpiece from the get-go. They just throw in, you know, all those extra stuff, the free guitar play. They added the features of the DualSense, the haptics, the adaptive triggers, the bow resistance, all those things. You know, the audio, you know, the no return mode, the free skins, and all that stuff. So there you guys go. Let me know y'all thoughts in the comment section. What do you guys think? Are you going to be picking this up? Are you going to pass on it? Let me know. And thank you so much once again, Sony, for providing Last of Us Part 2 Remastered for the PlayStation 5. Hit the like button, subscribe if you did enjoy the review, and peace. We out.